Hello, one and all, and welcome. My name is Fear. This is Battle Vortex. Today, we're going to talk about Crowfall. We've got a lot of topics today. We're going to talk about Dregs. We're going to talk about the new event coming out for Easter. We're going to talk about some shadow stuff. You know, general things that crows do. And we're going to get into that right here in just 1 second. Alrighty then. I think we're good. Let's see. So far, so good. Yes, we got a camera. Now I've got to put the boys online. And as always, we have very special folks with us today. We got our co-host Extreme with us today. Are you there, Extreme? Oh, and Extreme is here today. Hey, Extreme, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great, buddy. And then we also have the illustrious Highlander. Hi, Highlander.
Good morning.
Okay.
Full of energy as ever.
Did I break Highlander already?
Well,
Not broken.
we haven't said the C or G word yet, so I don't think so.
All right, so I already kind of did an intro, but you guys know we're going to talk about some Crowfall stuff today. How you guys doing today in Crowfall? Doing anything fun?
Everybody died once.
Only died
Haven't been in
once?
yet this morning.
Yeah. Curse absolutely kicked my ass. I still don't know how to beat him. His Stoneborn, whatever he's running, Myrmidon, Battle Rage or whatever, is just a pain to deal with.
Huh. Well, that sounds terrible. It's a good. Yeah, well, we'll talk some more about it later, I guess, towards the end of the show. But
There's not much to talk about. He kicked my ass. Simple as that.
no, I mean, we'll talk more about stories from the Shadow, which other people besides Extreme have participated in, and we'll get into that later.
You mean it doesn't revolve around me?
Well, it does, as far as you're concerned, but for everybody else, probably not so much.
Oh, okay.
And that was as cordial and as nice as I could put that.
Yeah, well, we have to be on our best behavior and as cordial and as nice as we can.
Well, no, we don't, actually. But, so, yeah, if you haven't played
we don't,
Crowfall yet, yeah, we don't.
Well, maybe you guys don't, but apparently I do.
No, you don't either. So we're going to talk about some of this stuff today. But first, if you haven't played Crowfall, you want to play Crowfall, there's links down in the About section below this video on Twitch, or if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a link in the description down below. If you use my code, you get 25% off. So it's a good deal. All right, so before we set our feet into the fire, I have to tell you guys some fun facts. I'm going to give you guys some fun, unimportant facts, but things I find important. Did you guys know that BV puts out a minimum of 6 advertisements or memes about Crowfall every week on multiple platforms? We're talking, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Did you guys know that?
I didn't know you were a social media whore.
Okay. Well, now you do.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah. Which wasn't including the fact that we also, do a 2-hour podcast every weekend, and we do a lot of. I think we do a lot of prep work for that. Don't you feel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys do a lot.
Yeah, maybe a few hours a week. 0. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's why you're just a guest and not a co-host.
Correct.
Yeah. I had my priorities, man. Come on. So, I have I have one standard. It's very low, but it's a standard. So then we also have, of course, we all play up to 15 to 20 hours a week in the game. So we do, like the game a lot. So we just want you guys to know that. I know some people could say otherwise, but I don't think so. So before we even go any further into the muck, let's go with this. I was gonna say also, that you know what I get for all that work.
Slap to the face.
No, I get nothing. Actually, I don't.
Absolutely zero.
Yeah, I get. I don't. Even though I am an affiliate, I think over the last few years that I've been an affiliate, maybe the last, I don't know, whenever I started was back in 2015 or something, or 2014, maybe even 20. I keep thinking it was 2012 when they first started talking about the game. But I mean, I think I've made a total of $10. So I just felt that was important to note. Anyway, but you are welcome to use my links. They are down there. So I needed to make some corrections. I guess we had to make some adjustments to some statements we made last week's show. According to the community manager, she let us know that the keep name in the Marina Shadow campaign, just before the return of He Who Shall Not Be Named, was a coincidence. It's a random thing, and it was just a coincidence. So our conspiracy theory was debunked there. They wouldn't do that. Okay, they wouldn't intentionally put someone's name in the game to entice them back because integrity. Okay. In any event, moving on.
Oh, Alan, you okay there? You need a tissue?
I'm fine.
You okay? Okay. So you guys know that was not true what I said, okay?
Oh my God, nachos.
It also wasn't false. But any event. All right, thanks, buddy. Nachos for the one. See, okay, I'm sorry. Nachos is actually the one of all the people that I've made money from. It's been Nachos. So yeah. I think he got me one time. He got me for $5, and another time for like $3. So we're up to like $8 now. We're swimming in the money.
Yeah.
Sure, you banked that for retirement.
Yeah, well, as much as I spend, I'm not feeling like I'm getting any return on my investment here.
About 1,000 years, you might be retired off that $10.
Yeah,
if it
that's
builds
true.
enough interest.
It's true. It might.
And you even recently made some other purchases, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So I'm not mentioning any names because apparently there's some sort of protections in place for certain people. So any reference to said person will be he who shall not be named. He's basically Voldemort. Okay, so I spoke briefly with he who shall not be named last weekend after someone in the community, the loving, full of love and affection community, sent him some out of context clips of things we said, which you know how out of context is. It can be turned around in anything you want it to. But in any event, I talked to he who shall not be named, and I let him know that I would clarify my statements and that he did not actually leave the game because of a tantrum. He who shall not be named left for reasons which we are not privy to. And I can't believe somebody took it took that comment literally. I didn't really literally mean like he threw a tantrum. And it wasn't him specifically. I was talking about streamers in general. So, I mean, but I apologize for the confusion. He seemed to be fine, and he moved on. Bunch of knuckleheads, though. Thought it would be fun to zerg the community with a bunch of crap. So, hey, it's good. It's all good. It's all good. We're fine. And I also, just so you guys know, I also invited he who shall not be named onto the podcast to talk with us about my conspiracy theories or anything we might have said on the previous show. And he declined to do that. He doesn't want to do that. Now, I could speculate all day as to why he doesn't want to do that, but that's okay. It's not, confronting the truth is not for everyone, okay? Or debunking the truth, for that matter. Some people just want to live in their happy place, and that's fine. I'm down with the happy place.
Or maybe as far as they're concerned, the issue's been resolved and they're just moving on. Who knows?
True that. That could be a thing. Yeah. So if you are interested in hearing the vile and unwarranted statements, you can always watch Crow Talk 17 from last week and get all the latest scoop of what's going on. Otherwise, you can be like us and moving on. So sorry, I had to scroll down to my notes here. So anybody in the community, in the Crowfall community, is welcome to come on Crow Talk. We have to set it up a little bit because we have kind of a gated community, just because of all the trolls we used to get and people posting, pictures of their wiener and stuff, So we kind of gate it.
Wasn't.
That did happen.
Yeah, the only wiener we really want to see around here is nachos. So, just so you guys know,
I am not concurring with that. I'm not admitting
I'm
to that.
What?
I'm abstaining from any comments.
So you guys are all invited, and I don't know if Extreme, if you had that, this is a talk show for the community. This is a community talk show, and we have members of the community on. Now, any of you in the community or developers are more than welcome to come on the show and talk to us about anything you want. Okay, as far as Crowfall is concerned. And I don't know, Extreme, did you have anything to add to any of the correction commentary above?
No, because I already talked to the person in question and resolved it. And as far as I'm concerned, the rest of the community can keep their nose out of something that's not their business.
Fair enough. All right.
It was already resolved. Why it got dragged up again by someone else who wasn't involved, I have no idea.
Okay. Well, we've said our piece now, so everybody's at peace. All right, so let's move on. We're going to go into our first group of topics today. So this will be everybody can participate in these. I believe Patch 7.7 came out, and although there are some issues with it, there's some new crashing issues cropping up and things like that for certain people, not everyone, but there are. And I think that they should have titled this patch the Thank You, Sweet Baby Jesus patch. Myself. But I'll tell you why. Some of the reasons I think is why. A 1 second logout in the EK.
Oh, God, yes. Thank you.
So gorgeous.
Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. And then the flappy wobble bird is gone when you die.
No more junk ravens.
Oh, I hate that. I hated that.
You get a lot of use out of that bird.
Yeah, but now you can fly straight. You don't have to worry about wobbling.
You get a lot of use out of that damn flying ass crow.
Well, I think that's how that's how the devs intended. But they also put this really annoying wobble thing in there. If you never die, you won't ever be annoyed by it. So that's a goal for you.
You're just talking silliness. That's just silly.
But if you do die and the bird so much as touches a leaf, you might as well be flying a bird with concussion because it definitely acts like it.
Yeah, I swear to God, man. I mean, when you're in combat, even if that bird only spins for 10 seconds, that's like seems like forever. It seems like your lifetime. Right? So, another thing, they redid the graveyards. Now I haven't actually interacted with them, but I think they look real nice.
Oh, yeah. The art team
Beautiful.
just nailed it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was good.
The art team did a phenomenal job.
Yeah,
Which
they
I've
did
noticed
some art.
in quite a few games. It's usually the art team that just keeps everything afloat. If you make it something look pretty, we're still going to play.
Right.
One thing that they could do to maybe make a little money is sell that graveyard as a parcel. So we could buy and put on our EKs.
Well, that's actually on my list, but thank you. That is one of my things. I'd love to see that available in game, whether they do it as whether it's on a parcel or not. I mean, I think it would be nice. Yeah, parcel would be great. It's actually much better, I think, if it comes with a parcel because seriously, I just don't know how many people are actually going to build a parcel for stuff. I won't. I'll swipe it. So I ain't got no shame about that. I hate that. Charge it. Exactly. All right. So how about no more crappy weapons when you log in from an EK to a temple zone?
I mean, no more free 2 pieces
free.
of gold.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it actually worked multiple times. Like if you already had a set of the crappy weapons and you did it again, you'd get a second set of the crappy weapons. So they actually put a thing in there where it doesn't give you the crappy weapons if you already have weapons equipped, and or there's already a set in your pack, which is great. That was actually a meme I did, which I guess explained it well enough that they figured out how to finally fix that.
Well, there goes my Chinese gold farming method.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
See how deep I can just dig this hole.
A new VIP reward was also released. The chest of the one eye, the Sauron eyeball thing.
Cool looking chest.
It's cool. Do you think it was necessary? I mean,
No.
I got a question. Did anyone else get 2 of them?
no.
Okay. Well, I got 2 of them.
Well, you better shush because you know they're already
I
eyeballing
don't even
you.
know why you'd ever bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no,
Because I am trying to be a fair and contributing member of this community.
Oh,
You're the
please,
only
what have you
one.
done with extreme?
Oh my God, you're the
lion
only
sack.
one. Yeah, you're a
one's,
lion
one's a
sack.
Twitch drop and one's a VIP reward.
Oh, the Twitch
Correct.
drop, right? Which hopefully you'll have today. We're gonna watch your stream today and get some drops.
Oh yeah, well, I think I can still do that.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Copyright strike incoming.
So, here we go. They put in. One thing you can't do with the Eye of Sauron though, or the chest, is if you have one on another account, you can't gift it to a different account. So you can't give it away to like yourself or someone else. It's a personal chest for personal people, which would be really great at that point if it also let you put soulbound items in it.
Yeah, why is that not a
Interesting
thing?
Interesting you bring that up.
It is. We bring it up every week.
Yeah,
They
just
still
for you.
haven't changed it yet. Well, no, it's for me too. I've got literally 2 characters full of soulbound shit I'd love to get out of my packs.
Yeah, I've got like 40 horses. Let me put them in a chest.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Soulbound count character. We want to call it bound items in a personal chest. Por favor.
I've got stuff you can't even delete from the game,
Like what?
like walls and stuff of purchased items that I bought.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's a pain
All I
in the
know
ass.
is I have a character built just for storing my soulbound and personal to get them out of my storage.
I agree. That is an issue.
Only purpose he has in the game, using a slot to store my soulbound items.
And we need more
Insane.
Myrmidons in the game that have actual jobs to do. So we need that fixed right away. All right. So they put in. Oh, actually, I think I have a picture. I think I have a show and tell. They got 2 new items in the store, which I may or may not have already purchased. Store update: the Bell Tower and Caravansary, which both give you a buff. So the Bell Tower gives you a 15% unmounted speed buff, which is the same Bell Tower. You know, we mostly like to blow these things up, so we know these pretty well. And I'll probably get some sort of PST, whatever PTSD when I look at it on my EK. And then the Caravansary is a 10% mounted speed buff.
Mounted or unmounted?
Mounted speed
Okay.
buff. The other one's an unmounted. So they got 2 buffs.
Jeez.
Not sure why they
Fuck off.
the mounted is only 10 and the other one's
Damn
15.
it.
But hey, whatever. You know, it is what it is. 10 is better than none, right? So we got those finally. I love that they're adding things to the store. I've been, my wallet's been a little bit too fat, and I prefer when I'm able to
dead.
buy everything.
I just died. Blazing just got me.
Okay. So
I was just mining as well. I wasn't even farming or anything. Okay, whatever. Just
What?
go to
A crafting game with PvP and
oh my God,
I
Yeah,
can't
just-
believe it.
can you
Just
believe
out
he
here,
killed a crafter?
I want to know.
Is that even
how
allowed? I thought those were protected.
I want to know how he sat there and saw me in stealth mode. It's one of the skills. It literally says pops you into stealth, removes all bad effects. So you can get away. He just
Wow.
followed me.
Okay.
I didn't think a Minotaur had the ability to sit there and see a mud dolphin underground.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. So also I noticed that in Sky Point Tainted Hills, they still have all the trash loot, but it did feel better. But I don't know why. I think I was in a good mood that day. But it's still, you still get a bunch of trash loot when you're farming there. Well, I mean, I guess if you're a new player, you could actually use probably one of those things and not have to pay for one. But in the grand scheme of things, maybe it's just an irritant for the veterans, so they don't want to farm there. I don't know, but got to be careful on my speculation. I might get a slap on the wrist later and say, no, that's not why they're still in there. We're just incredibly lazy. That would okay. All right, that would be fair. I'm just kidding. Let's see. So here was an idea I had. You guys tell me what you think of this. We may have mentioned this before, but what if newbies couldn't be killed until they vesseled? Did we mention that one before?
Yeah.
I don't think we did.
I think I mentioned something as the fact of having a choice whether you wanted to go PvP and.
Well, yeah, but if you get a vessel,
that level, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Black Desert where you go to level 50 and they warn you like, hey,
Correct.
if you want to go over level 50, you have to go do this thing, and then you're PvP enabled. Then I was thinking too, you don't even have to let them go into the campaigns until they're vesseled.
Correct.
And that way, if they want to live their life out in level 30, they can. And I think that would solve the whole thing. And if we can get somebody to watch the show, hopefully they'll get that message.
I think there should be a choice whether you want a PvP. There are people
I think you should.
They do not want a PvP at all. They just want to come there and do the crafting.
Well, in Sky Point, if Sky Point's just going to remain where like all the stuff is super poor quality, I don't see why it should even be a thing. Why they should even bother.
I agree.
Okay. Well, I still think they should have some stuff. You know what I mean? Common items, uncommon items. Uncommon and common are not that big a deal. Like even rare. I mean, rare. You get rare when you go up into the larger areas. You know, the shadows or the dregs and all that.
Yeah.
So
specifically the Wildlands area.
Right. Yeah. So Dino is in the chat. Welcome, Dino. He's saying he's not playing too many gankers out right now.
Hey, yeah.
Genghis Dino is afraid of gankers? What?
Yeah, no, I was just trying to get some more so I could be competitive.
Didn't he have like 65 kills last campaign or something? He was racking them up. That's all I remember.
If I had that ability, I wouldn't be scared of anything.
I don't know why he's afraid.
Right.
But hey, it is what it is. So there's a new event coming on April 15th. And that is called some kind of the Great Hunt. Right?
I'll be right back. I need to take this phone call. Sorry.
Okay. Well, that's okay because I'm just going to talk about the Great Hunt. The Great Hunt is not on my list of things I have tagged. That's really terrible. Hold on 1 minute. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Let me see if I can just grab that link here. I don't know where it went, but dang it. That's really sucky. All right, here we go. Okay, the Great Hunt event. This is coming out April 15th at 11 a.m. CDT. And you're invited to join. So if you want to participate, so they are putting which I don't ever understand why they do this, but so on the random, it looks like on the random, the gambling vendor, they're putting the stuff for the event. So it looks like it's going to cost you $22.50 to get in, gold, And then you must head to the mystery vendor in the temple, purchase and equip the cheap basket, which will help you find the colorful eggs hidden in the Underhill villages in the Shadow Campaign. Interesting. And I know Highlander will be the first one in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me run. Hurry, I gotta run there.
Well, you can't run there till the 11th, so just have to wait.
Yeah.
With the cheap basket equipped, it will grant you the Great Hunt speed power that you can use during the event. Once you locate the egg bucket, click F to collect the eggs. Interact with the egg bucket will also reset the cooldown on the Great Hunt speed power. That sounds amazing. Are you guys amazed? I'm amazed. All right, so the eggs will produce a new currency type called cheaps. Be careful, cheaps aren't protected from campaign death rules, which means you can lose your cheaps. You don't want to lose your cheaps. So it's like a gold drop, right? You will lose whatever the inventory setting is for the campaign upon death. So if it's only in the shadow, which I believe it is, it's going to be 50%. Your new currency allows you to purchase items from Mr. Buns. Who the fuck came up with that? All right, Mr. Buns, who is located in the temple. I'm serious, it does say Mr. Buns. I'm not even making that up. Next to the mystery vendor. Some of the items that you purchase from Mr. Buns, this is hard to read, man, are the new combat style badges and an inventory item that grants exotic type of harvesting stats. Whew. Highlander, this has got your name all over it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You're enthralled.
Listening with a bated ears.
Okay. During the event, players will be able to enchant the promotional accessory items they've acquired from previous events. So this is more crafter love for the crafters. They love those guys.
What did I miss?
We're talking about the event and how you can buy stuff from Mr. Buns.
Yeah, they went. I like how they took some advice that we gave them for the last event, and then just kind of ignored other advice.
Yeah. Well, we're not crafters. Why should they listen to us?
Well, I mean, they went from full crafting to full PvP.
No, you just find stuff on the ground.
Yes, but you have to go into a PvP area to do it.
Oh well, that's okay too. They should make the reward a little risky.
Yeah.
Plus, you lose half of the stuff if you get killed. So
yeah, exactly. So basically, that's what I mean. It went from crafting to PvP.
Well, I think that's better.
Involved. It's just I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying they need to find a balance.
Well,
last time they alienated one part, like half the population. Now they're alienating the other one. I like that. All you have to do is just find the currency.
That is
take
the
it to a
balance. They're alienating half at a time.
All right, whatever. I mean, I love the fact that it's just find something on the ground that I don't have to go pick flowers for, take it to a vendor, and just turn it in and be done with it. I don't have to craft 50 things. I love that.
Yeah, that is nice.
So that is nice. I do love that, and I love that finding the item in theory is not going to be a pain in the ass in terms of difficulty. It'll still be annoying.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. This one definitely seems a lot less painful than last time.
Okay, well, we got at least one approval and 2 disapprovals from the fighter.
Or the disapprovals. What don't they like about it?
It's crafting.
No, it's not. There's no crafting about this.
Yeah, okay, it has something to do with crafting.
There's no crafting in here. You literally just go into a Underhill encampment, kill everything in sight. If you happen to see an Easter egg basket, congratulations, you won.
All right, well, I'll leave it under advisement for now. I don't know if I want to be bothered or not. We'll find out.
Like an Easter egg hunt?
Well, you have to kill Genetians while you're at it, or something, or some more.
You don't have to kill anything. You may as well just while you're there.
So it's an option.
Are the Easter eggs going to be in the chest in the houses?
But doesn't it say?
Aren't they? If I read it correctly, they're their own little spawn entity that just shows up on the side of the road.
Okay, combat style badges. Okay, so they are trying to entice the PvPers because the badges you can get are combat style.
I mean, they had
Yes.
those last time as well. Well, maybe not the badges, but they had
No.
scrolls last time that you could use to enhance badges for combat stuff.
Yeah, but weren't most of the badges for crafting give you more crafting ability and
Yeah,
percentages and stuff?
last time, yeah, the badges were just straight up crafting. This time they're combat, and the uh, improvement scrolls are a little bit of both.
Okay,
Well, I heard
well,
that last event was really easy where you guys had to get those badges. It was so quick and easy. I saw a video that it was just so easy.
yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was. It was totally easy. Did Dino ever get it? It took him like 3
Yes.
weeks, did it?
He would not be able to live with himself if he would have not
Yeah,
gotten
if he
that.
didn't get that, he was getting kicked out of the Crafters Association. Okay, so all I hear is excuses. Dino said he's getting over a cold, and that's why he really doesn't want to go outside. It's like, okay, it's your story, bro. All right, so yeah, okay, so now that the Extreme has explained it that way, it's not as terrible as I thought. So maybe I'll try
Right.
it.
Yeah, if I understood it correctly, all you gotta do is go to Underhills, and while you're there, just kill stuff for shits and giggles, money, XP, whatever you want. And if you're lucky, you may find an Easter egg basket on the side of the road that gives you an egg, and that egg may or may not give you some peeps, which you can then turn in for
No,
prices directly.
unless Blazen's there, then you're just gonna get killed.
Yeah,
Okay.
he just killed me actually.
Yeah. See. Okay. So good. We know now what the challenges are.
Yeah, but I think they have to be in Underhill areas. It doesn't say what the minimum level for the Underhill area has to be, so you just got to
Yeah.
find an area.
Okay. So this is so I guess we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we like this going forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So next item. So this segment is I have just other topics that we might want to ideas we might want to throw out for the
Real
game.
quick,
Yeah.
before I go too far forward, did the event page say what the drop rate of the peeps were from the egg? Like, is it a fixed? Did it give a range or a fixed amount?
No,
I don't think they ever do.
I don't think they
On
Well,
any
no,
of
they
that.
did. They did last time. They did say for the Cosmic Sours what the range was going to be.
Well, there's I don't know.
Let's see. With the basketball, will grant you something. Press F to collect the baskets. Scroll down, please.
Are you reading my screen?
Yes.
Oh, I'm like, what? Okay. Sorry.
I am reading your screen, and you know what? Never mind. You're scrolling that thing like.
I put it back.
Oh, I'm just gonna pull up on my screen.
Pull it up on your screen then.
I'm going to pull up on my screen as soon as I set my guinea invisible because I don't trust people.
What? You need to be.
What?
You need to be
In a
out in the
PvP
open.
game?
You should be out in the open at all.
How
No
can you
safe
not
spaces,
trust
bro.
anybody in a crafting game.
Nobody.
can try.
Nobody's. Yeah, safe spaces.
Nobody's gonna hit you as a crap.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I thought. Let's see, interact. Yeah. Okay, so I think the only. Let's see. You have much. Yeah, no, it doesn't give a range. It looks like. Just says the basket gives you a skill that you have to pop periodically,
Oh,
and interacting with the basket will reset the cooldown. All right. So.
Okay. So then we got all that figured out.
Yep. I'm good.
Dino's not happy that gankers are going to be able to get him.
They could get you last time as
They
well.
could get you last time, just nobody could be bothered, right? Because it was like you say crafting, and all the combatants go, "Ugh, get away," and the crafters all just go invisible and do whatever. So you'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. You got through the last one. You get through this one. I'm interested if it does have combat badges. So. And it doesn't sound like they're super hard to get this time, so that's good.
Well, we don't know what the drop rate of the peeps from the eggs are, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, still, even if you only get one, that's more than a lot of people have. So, a lot of newer players have anyway. So cool. So my next one is just topics that we might wanted to bring up that we think could be in the game and be helpful. So one of them will be what that I thought of, or I don't know if I thought of it or somebody gave me the idea or whatever, but we were talking about a tray toggle button because right now you have two separate buttons for which tray you want. And we were talking about maybe, I think it was Jack that said maybe make a third one so that we can have it just go back and forth. It's really helpful for like archers, especially because if you want to switch, so like right now, this archer, I have a button set up on my mouse so I can switch, just toggle back and forth. See, I'm only using one hand. I'm using my thumb button on my mouse. See? But this is something they could easily put. It would be a little bit faster. What happens with the toggle when I made this toggle is sometimes it lags, and I'd like to see one that doesn't. And the only way I think that's going to happen is if the game actually does it itself.
Yeah, I'd sit there. You don't need 3 buttons. You only need 2. One to toggle back and forth between melee and range, and the other one to pop you stealth if you have that ability.
Well,
That's all you.
no, I mean I don't agree with you. I think people like to switch the trays manually. I just, I don't want to take anything away. I just want to add a button for the toggle.
I'm not taking anything away. I'm simplifying it. You have one button that toggles between melee and ranged, and then the other button that pops you into stealth if you want to do that. That's not taking anything away.
Really, what if people just like doing it the way they were doing it?
Well, then they're masochists, I guess.
Okay, but masochists have feelings too.
You're only getting 2 trays no matter what, so it's really the toggle's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, it does the exact same thing, but instead of having to sit there and fumble around for the keys on the keyboard after you remap everything, you only have to hit one button to toggle between melee and ranged.
Sure. Either way,
which is what you're asking for in the first place.
Either
I'm just saying instead
another
of
one or not doesn't matter.
But Extreme, it's going to do the same thing when you have a stealth character. That same button is going to still toggle between your melee and your stealth.
Okay. Some characters, if I remember correctly, have melee, ranged, and stealth.
I haven't seen the 3-tray character
I haven't
yet.
seen a 3-tray.
I thought there was one. Okay, if there isn't one, then forget what I'm saying. In our conversation we had, I think it was 2 nights ago, I thought that was something that was brought up.
Okay. I don't know. I've never seen a 3-tray character, but if there is a third one, then I understand what you're saying. I just don't remember that. I've only seen, even my assassin's only a 2-tray.
I thought there was. Maybe there wasn't.
My guinea's a 2-tray. I don't have one. I don't think the Myrmidon's a 2-tray. I can't think of one.
Myrmidon's not a 2-tray.
No, Myrmidon's not a 2-tray.
Yeah. Well, if you find it, we'll put it on next week's show.
All right, if I find it. It has to exist first. I may be completely wrong on this one.
Correct. That's why I was giving you an out.
I appreciate it. I will admit when I'm wrong. I have no problem doing that.
I noticed something that's not in the game that should be. There's no fishing. Okay, all right, moving on.
It's not an MMO if there's no fishing.
That's true. It does need fishing. And I have a parcel of land that's got ponds all over it. I could just be out there fishing and not being killed by blazing. It would be fun.
I actually want to bring up what Dino just mentioned in chat about some people having handicaps, which is true, but you can only tailor your game for the maximum amount of return. So the big one is color blindness. That's one that most game developers address.
They do.
But yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being facetious.
No. I'm agreeing with you, which I know is unusual.
Yeah, that's why I was. So
okay.
All right, never mind. But if you're missing an ear, game developer's not going to do much for you. But I get what you're saying, Dino. But a lot of it is how much extra money are they going to put into the game to keep a small population? You can't throw ADA strikes at a game company normally.
Well, and there are a lot of companies that design things for folks with handicaps, like Swifty. Remember, he's missing like 2 fingers or something, and so he's got that. But he did find a way to found a device that he can use, whether it's a foot pedal or something else, that you can use in lieu of that.
There's a lot of adaptive technologies
tons of
out there.
stuff now.
Tons of that
Um,
stuff.
Tons
now,
of stuff.
in the biggest one that I can remember, I know Extreme may have seen him, but there's a dude that plays Escape from Tarkov, and he is quadriplegic. He's got the blowing tubes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he controls his life, basically. He can
Yeah.
still speak, but he runs around, swaps guns, blows people's faces off with those blow tubes.
Wow.
It's amazing. He's
That
got
is amazing.
Kappa, and Extreme knows what that means. But
Yeah.
the most difficult thing in the entire game he has gotten, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. I was gonna give an example of a dude playing World of Warships with one hand because he doesn't have his other arm, but never mind. Nacho's just. We'll go with Nacho's example.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of adaptive technologies, and there's just sheer willpower of wanting to play.
Right. And Dino definitely has the willpower to play because he plays a lot.
Psycho.
Yeah. So another thing I thought I would bring up, and as an EK owner, a very large EK owner, I think it would be nice if the EKs had a toggle for always night. You can have it in always day, and you can have it where it goes in the cycle, but I'd like to have it to where you can put it in always night. So during certain times, or maybe every day, we just have it always nighttime. Because a lot of the decorations on the EKs look really cool at night, but not so much in the daytime. So like if we were having an event or something and I wanted to turn it all dark, I understand it can cause a problem with, people being able to see certain things. But I mean, the castles are pretty dark anyway, right?
Turn up global illumination. That'll solve that for you.
For the most part, it does. And I'll tell you something else. The global illumination, speaking of that, they did whatever they did in the last update. Global illumination tells me that it's not recommended for my computer, the high version. And I was thinking, well, what the hell kind of computer do you have to have? I have a 9900K processor and a NVIDIA 2080 Ti. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. What are you guys writing this stuff for? I mean, you guys better scale it back a little bit.
Yeah, and on that note, our crash, it's not persistent, is very much persistent. Because, what was it? Not last night, the night before I was playing the game. Within 20 minutes, the game crashed twice. And for me, it goes into loading terrain screen and just sits there at 95%. But the game still thinks I'm in game. So I was getting the AFK timer. Teammates are still telling me I'm sitting there on the horse. They can interact with me. But I can't do anything except watch terrain mode. And it kept doing that over and over and over again.
And Fury Mara's having bad problems going through the gates. She's crashing a lot going through gates, and she has a big gaming rig.
Yeah, there's a huge memory leak now in 7.
Somewhere.
In 7.6, it was a little better, but now with 7.7, I'm back into my, the memory is seizing. It was 64 gigs of memory, and I'm having memory issues. Come on now.
Yeah.
Basically, have the same setup, but pretty close to the same thing Fear has.
Yeah, I would say, in my opinion, whether it be just a hot fix or the next big patch, whatever it is, but an optimization pass needs to be done on this game to sit there and get it back up to a state where it's enjoyable and not where I'm watching a loading terrain screen every 5-10 minutes. Because I've had that happen. It doesn't always fully crash. I'll be running along and also it'll just stop, go into loading terrain, sit there for about 30 seconds, and then go back in.
Yeah.
So whatever it is very much persistent. And I've sent in the crash logs or whatever it is, crash reports, because they got that little box that asked me to do that. I click send report. So I'm assuming
that's not
y'all
enough.
are getting.
You got to send more.
I think Fear said that's not the proper way to do that.
Yeah.
I know. I'm well
aware.
aware. That's why I'm bringing it up. Because the point is that is what is presented as the solution to the player afterwards.
Yep.
If that doesn't work, then something else needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
I've complained about that multiple times.
Yeah, I can't even close the game without it just hanging, and then I get the crash report submit button.
Yeah. So, love the game. It needs an optimization pass.
Fix your shit.
Like I would even if you made that the next major patch and that was it, I would personally just be happy as hell with that.
Yeah.
Because it's not fun being in the middle of PvP and all of a sudden the game's like, you know what? I feel like loading terrain indefinitely right now.
Yeah, when you're in the middle. We get that a lot in combat. Like we're like trying to hurry back or whatever from dying or trying to get somewhere and like Yeah,
And
somebody
when you're
crashes.
grouped up and you crash, it's a pain. It
Oh
really is
yeah,
a pain.
because it
Yeah.
automatically
You
passes
gotta
it.
sit and wait. Yeah.
Yeah, it passes the baton to the next person in line or whatever. And half the time that person doesn't want to have the baton, and it's
I
not
hate the
very
baton.
easy to just switch the baton to the next
Yeah.
person or whatever.
Or you're in the middle of a combat area, so you got 5 teammates surrounding you, trying to keep you alive while you're trying to get back in the game.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, during combat especially, it's not. We don't have time to fart around. Like, I'm glad they got rid of the crow flipping around, because that was horrible. And certain things in combat, we need to be able to we need to be able to stay focused on what we're doing and not have to worry about these group settings and all this stuff while we're in combat. I mean, it just needs to be handled a little differently. And so I agree with you guys on that. So anything else on that? Okay. So this is just a little thing, okay? But it just annoys me. The vendor nameplates over the top of the vendors, what they say on them, they say vendor male or vendor female.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like the wokest, person on the planet, but couldn't it just say merchant, or just say the name of the vendor that you actually put in the description of the vendor? Couldn't it just say that?
Yeah, title, so I'm not going through 50 vendors to figure out who's got what.
Well, yeah, because then you could put the title of the vendor, people could kind of get an idea of what's in that vendor, right? I mean, if they title it, right? I'm just saying, in general, most merchants that are serious would, unless their whole, EK says specifically they're only selling one thing and there's one vendor. I mean, a lot of places have multiple vendors. It'd be nice to kind of know, like, what should be in here, maybe, or you can name the vendor, like call it Bob, and then Bob the vendor has this stuff on, whatever. But I don't think it. Either way, I don't think it should say the gender of the vendor. I don't see why that's important. Like, why it says vendor male, vendor female. I don't think that's important. I think either just have it say merchant or vendor, and then or just let us use our descriptions that we make up. Yeah, some people are going to put bad descriptions, but hey, that's what support's for, right?
Something random thing that just came to my attention that I'd like to. So you're only allowed to really take out disciplines at temples. Why doesn't a respawn outpost kind of count as that? It's outside of the temple, probably the most holiest place on the map. You're literally coming back to life
No,
there.
we already asked them last week to let us do it at the god temples.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, but
That would fix a lot of the problems.
It would fix a lot of
it.
Well, I mean, I bring up the respawn outpost mostly
because there's a bank.
There's a bank there, and I'm out, collecting materials, and I try to switch out my mining for quarrying, and it's like, no, you can't do that. It's like, I don't want to all pee all the way back to the Moon Temple and hopscotch across the worlds to come back to the spot that I happen to like.
Just off topic there. Thanks to Dino for the Prime sub. Appreciate you, buddy.
Hey.
Now I might be up to $10.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, just, something like that.
Extreme that, but they also want to have a bit of risk. That's why if you do have to go back to the temple, switch your stuff out, then you have to make it back to where you plan on going.
Okay, the risk is still there no matter what if I have to go to the temple or not. You're out in the world where someone can kill you and half your shit falls on the ground. Not
if you're a crafter. That's in the CLS.
Oh, absolutely. I just lost a bunch of mining potions to what's his face.
Well, then you should report.
You should report him immediately.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, Admiral of whatever the Russian server sends greetings to our European comrades and wishes good luck.
Matter of fact, let's just get everybody together and mass report that guy, because that will definitely get some action taken.
Oh yeah. Who? Let's see. Who was it again? See if I can see if his name's still in here.
Who
is that old?
Admiral Afani? Hello, Admiral. Good
wow.
to see you.
Nachos. Okay.
Dude, come on now.
What did he say?
Nachos just banned him.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the beginning of shit we don't need to see on this channel.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, goodbye, Admiral Afani. I don't know what you did, but
number one, there are no Russian servers. That's red flag number one. Number two, it says Russia. red flag number. So yeah, no. European comrades. Yeah, we know how you greet your European comrades. You scumbag. Now piss off and troll somebody else.
Okay.
Hey then, that
Oh,
escalated
wow,
quickly.
that went really far. Okay.
Woo! And
So
all right,
I'm gonna change topics now.
yeah,
Very
moving
good. I
on.
didn't have the stream up.
Oh, I don't know.
You didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything.
I chopped the head off before it started to grow.
Oh, okay. So anyway, that nameplates, and then so here's another thing, and maybe if there's anybody watching that knows, when you go into change a faction, right? You have to change it on the website. But when you go into game, I can't find how you figure out. Okay, so if I'm in a waiting period for that to become active in game, it doesn't tell me. I also
let me
where
back
does
up
it tell
because
you?
I'm not quite understanding what you're saying. Now, when I changed factions, I did it over by the Tree of Life in the temple.
You were ungilded, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was gilded.
Yeah. Okay, well, saying you have to choose your faction on the website is misleading. In order to force it to not change you, then yeah, you have to guild up. But you can go and change your faction at the temple, and then if you try and change it again, like right away, it'll say you have to wait like an hour.
Okay, so if you're gilded though, if you go, the only way you can't use those you can't use those guys. Okay,
Yeah,
because it'll say you have to do it through the gods.
Yeah, you have to be a guild leader and then change it.
Right. So, but when you do that, right, and you come back into the game, it doesn't immediately show that your faction has been changed on your character, on your little paper doll up in the corner. It still will say the other faction, right? So, like if I change from Earth to Moon, for example, it would still have the Earth one. And so, but I don't know if that's just a glitch or if I'm in a waiting period before it's actually active.
You probably just have to log out. Like if you buy something when you're in the game, you have to log out, log back in to see your purchase in your inbox.
All right, except that it's been 3 days. So I'm curious, and there's no indicator as to when that's going to finish. So this is what I'm trying to get at. So it's been 3 days. My faction's changed on the website to the god of choice, which was Alara. And the flag over their head still says it's Earth. Now, the reason that's a problem for me is because I'm afraid to go into the shadow as an Earth because I don't want to mess up anything. And the shadow, when you go into the shadow, it doesn't give you an indicator ahead of time as to which faction you're going to end up in. So this is what I want them to, look at, is making sure that I can see one way or another if definitively, I don't care if there's a visual glitch, as long as I can see if I go into the shadow, am I going to be Moon or am I going to be Earth? Because if I'm Earth, I basically feel like I'm wasting my points, right? You only get so many points, right? And if you go in, once you go in, you're committing to X number of points. So that's what I was complaining about, which is, I don't know why you just can't do it at the, once you're gilded. Yeah, none of the guild stuff's in the game, right? A lot of it's not in the game, so you have to do a lot of it at the website. But I don't know what the sync time is between the two, or because it doesn't say on the website how long it'll take for the faction to change in game either. But I've been waiting for like 3 days now.
Because mine was instant.
Yeah, an ungilded one, I can understand that.
No, actually, mine, I did it both. I did both. I did gilded and ungilded.
Well, then that's great. That means I got to send in yet another sport ticket.
Oh, they like hearing from you.
I'm sure they do. Okay. Anyway, that was my thing on that. So.
Oh, I got my second guild chest of 1 eye.
Ooh. I don't think. Do I have drops on?
No.
I didn't think so.
So.
They don't ever give them to me. Even if I tell them I'm streaming, which I did 2 days ago. So the next thing is, Change factions. Okay. So now we can move on. I guess we can move on to the main topic, which is the dregs.
Sure.
Okay. And let me find said web page. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, Dregs Wolf Campaign. Now that begins Monday, April 11th, 4 p.m. CDT, and ends on April 24th, 11 p.m. CDT. So it's a very short one. The imports and win conditions for those fighting for victory. This is the tricky part. No imports, no exports. I think that's gotten a lot of controversy in the community. Yeah. Any characters created or leveled during the campaign and any vessels consumed by a character will still be available after the end of the campaign, but due to the unique nature of the dregs, no items or disciplines can be exported. Whew, that was a mouthful there.
The crafted items I can understand because the way they explained it, they're going to be broken as all get out.
Yeah, they're going to.
Compared to everything else, so I can understand that.
You know? And plus built illegitimately. We'll be granting an additional bonus character slot to everyone that has purchased the game when we launch this new Dregs campaign. So, and I believe I've heard that that's going to include the 13th slot if you have 12. So, not 100% on that, but that's what I'm hoping for. The win conditions and conquest points says, although no items can be exported from this campaign, rewards will be available at the completion of the campaign for most conquest points, as well as the divine favor in the categories of glory, wealth, and power. I hope that they're decent this time. I mean, I don't know, a 2-week campaign maybe doesn't need to be as heavy as, but I feel like the Shadows is totally getting screwed on their rewards. But that's another topic.
Yeah, the rewards are garbage.
Yeah,
they're garbage.
See the rewards tab of the campaign for details of winner and rewards. On the divine, though, I don't even understand the divine. Like, what even is it for? I mean, you can't see in real time, like, who's winning in that. So it's, like, weird, I don't know. But anyway, you find out after the fact. Like, after the season's over, then everybody gets points, and you go, oh, wow, that's great. We did wonderful. But you can't tell during the time.
I mean, the divine favors, what do they give you exactly?
I'm not sure.
Do you just get extra conquest coins or something?
Nope, I didn't receive any extras. We won the last divine and the last shadows, and it's still the same rewards as the whole shadow. So
we'll have to ask Dino about that. I don't know. I don't know if it gives you anything.
I know
extra
he cares about it. Yeah.
Yeah, he cares. The rules: players can only enter with a level 1 character. It doesn't necessarily say you can't enter with more than one level 1, but okay. This will create a race to the top and as players level and establish logistics chains. Okay, it's a 2-week duration, double XP from NPC kills, 4x for hot zones. Oh, that's cool. Wish they had that in the Shadow. Light mode, harvesting. A much simpler harvesting progression. Oh, Highlander. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So I'm looking right now. If you go to the rewards tab in game, you have your conquest, your glory, your power, and your wealth. So the glory, power, and wealth, I believe, are the divine favor ones.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the so you do get extra stuff out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the conquest is just the overall faction winner, and then glory, power, and wealth are the divine favor ones.
Yeah, when you're getting your 60,000 gold, it's actually 15,000 per grouping, so you're only getting 15,000 from conquest.
Yeah. Sounds weird. Anyway,
so yeah, those divine favors are worth it.
All 5 professions from default mode, whatever the hell that means, boiled down into 1 profession and 1 harvesting discipline, so that harvesting advances very quickly. Players can craft their own tools as they upgrade their harvesting discipline, initially available for purchase, found by harvesting resources. Yeehaw. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I'll say so. It's just a one discipline fits all type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, light mode crafting recipes require 1 step, and there is no experimentation down from 7 steps in some cases. It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds
Quality
fucking
of
complicated.
Even if they keep the multi-step, they still need to tone it down like no more than 3.
quality of resources will still cause the items to be slightly better stats wise from each other, i.e., use blue resources instead of white ones if you can. There's no discipline for crafting type. Every player has access to all recipes. Just go to the correct crafting station, i.e., go to the woodworking station for the bow. Anybody got anything on that? I don't know what the hell that says. But sounds
Makes
crazy.
sense to me. Makes sense to
All
me.
right. Okay.
If you want a sword, go to blacksmithing. You want a longbow, go to the woodworking.
Oh, that's just too much to remember.
Don't
Can I
some of
just
them
go to the
weapons require
dyno? I just go
multiple
to the
stations?
dyno and say,
Yeah, well,
hey.
they're not doing that in the dregs this time
Okay,
around.
that was my next question. Are they not doing that here?
No, it's one step thing. Just get all the
Oh,
materials.
the way crafting should be.
Yeah, for the dregs. So the crafting in the dregs is extremely simplified.
God,
Yeah.
why don't they just bring that in the regular game?
I don't know. Maybe they're A/B testing it to see if anybody
Really?
will do it.
Really, you're
I
gonna
don't
do that?
believe that. Yeah.
Well, they
A/B
do that
testing.
all the time. Every
know.
game does. So, yeah. I mean, they do test on. We're like little guinea pigs.
I know, but I just remember the old A/B testing joke.
Well, I know Strider didn't like those. He got really mad about those. Yeah, if they get it, I get it too. They will work as hard as I did. I know the routine, but it is what it is. They're not going to stop
Why
doing
does
it
that sound really familiar?
because Strider was a beacon of goodness and light. Resources are tiered. For example, for ore, there's basic copper, tin, iron, silver, and beryllium. It's weird. They only capitalized beryllium in that. Is that like a name? Okay. Anyway, those require vendor molds instead of lots of individual parts. Does not require any discipline to craft higher tiers. Higher tiers require a higher level character to equip. Higher tiers require a higher level fort to create. Holy sweet Googa Moogas. Tiers 1 through 3 can be made in a temple. Tiers 4 and 5 require the forts to have their walls and built the fort level to 5 and 10.
Long story short, you need a level 10 fort to do anything.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Just get a fort, get to level 10, and you can craft whatever the hell you want as long as your character's the appropriate level to equip it.
I don't know about you, but did you guys notice that like 99% of this description is about crafting in a PvP game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just wondering. I'm just asking the question.
Oh, no, it
I don't want
absolutely
any
is.
crafters to be offended. The rarity of crafted weapon output depends on the material or rarity input. There's no alchemy, necromancy, stonemasonry recipes in crafting light mode. For characters level 30 plus, you can buy vessels from vendors. Epic / legendary vessels are only available in upgraded forts, so level 10 forts again. Right?
Mhm.
All right. Campaign is limited to 12 players logged into the world from a single guild or alliance. Ideally, this prevents the Zerg. Yeah, except that they'll just Zerg with 12 instead of, okay, yeah, whatever. Creates a much fairer feeling playing field. Wow, that was a stretch. I want to know who came up with that one. That's a stretch.
Except they also gave everybody an extra week or so to sit there and break down their alliances, create smaller ones so they can have unofficial.
Yeah, so
alliances.
they'll still nut cup, but they'll have to worry about friendly fire a little bit.
Yeah, basically it's alliances are still there in the limited number, but friendly fire is turned on because they basically gave everybody an out to sit there and circumvent that mechanic.
Yeah. No immediate advanced weapon recipes. No intermediate. And then it's got like a greater than symbol. Advanced weapon recipes. Equipping the Ultra Mega Harvester gives you the rune making recipes for intermediate harvesting tools. Okay. Forts and hot zones only. No keeps. Okay. That's probably what they need to do in the shadow too. Well, at least I think the small keeps are fine. I just don't like the big ones. Forts Only timber is required for upgrading forts. That's nice. Wish we had that. Crafting vendors appear in captured forts. Vessel vendors appear in upgraded forts. So level 10 forts. All right. So again,
just get the fort to level 10.
Yeah, just get to level 10. That's all that matters. Temples. NPCs between levels 1 through 30 are available in the temple. Player vendors removed. Enemy camps and POIs added. Enemy camps and POIs. What's the POI thing?
Place of interest.
Oh, okay. Place of interest. Good. All factions can go in between all temples, but PvP is turned off. A safe space?
Yeah, there's a safe zone. You can level up in a safe space, which...
Oh, my God.
Having gone through... Okay, it's been a while since I've gone through forums, but last time I went through forums, that was their biggest complaint.
Yeah.
Was not even so much having to level up, but leveling up in a PvP-free zone.
Oh, gotta love it. That's what SkyPoint should be. But anyway, all right. Cool. So that's basically the end of the Dregs, as we know it. I know that there's a lot of discussion about this, which is, probably a good thing, maybe, but depending on who's allowed to speak, there's only certain groups that are allowed to speak in some of these instances. So we'll see who prevails in the end, right?
Yeah.
Fits the current world market. Yeah. The speaking part.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
We are not a member of that group.
No.
Well, I mean, Fear, you're allowed to speak and all that. The rest of us, no.
Well, I'm only allowed to speak because I spent a lot of money.
Exactly, but you're still allowed to speak.
Oh, there's that. Yeah, well, spend more money. What can I tell you? Coin it.
Yeah, really coin it. If one of us wants to voice our opinion in any shape, form, or fashion...
Ooh, you better watch it.
Then we got it. Oh, my game just crashed.
Oops.
God damn it.
It's non-persistent. Don't even worry.
I don't know. The only thing I can coin is a VIP every 30 days. I mean, there's really not a whole lot to buy in the game other than,
Oh, you can buy
I don't buy
entire
EK
buildings
stuff.
and stuff. Oh, yeah.
but I don't. What the fuck?
You get
I don't go to
more
the one I have.
horses. You can
I
get
don't
dance
go to the
moves.
free building that I have and the free EK that I don't use.
You can get their dance moves, man. They got special dance moves. They got the
Yeah.
staying alive one.
Yeah.
Staying alive.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
my character's ugly and I can't buy outfits.
I know. Can you believe that? You need some high heels for that
mine.
thing.
Anything. Purple lipstick. I just want it all.
Oh, man, you almost
slide my
made me
credit
spit
card.
out my pop on that one.
Yeah.
Purple lipstick. That would be awesome.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
my
totally agree
eyelashes.
with you.
I want to drag out. Let me do it.
So I guess I will move on to the Shadow Campaign, the Hawke Shadow Campaign. Something I know, just a couple things I noticed about it. One is it's shaped like a diamond. I think it's kind of cool.
It is.
And there's less zones, which is okay. I think that's also something that would Dregs players would be interested in. I don't know why more. I mean, not that I really want them there because they're in my opinion they're still pretty OP comparative to what I've got, but they do. They did make a lot of changes to where like the resources are about the same level. The zones, there's less zones now, which would appeal to certain players and streamers. And I think that a lot of the Dregs players, I think, look down. I mean, looking at the chat the last couple of days, we noticed
absolutely.
that they look down on the Shadow. So they
I have
look
seen
at
a
it.
couple positives on that though. I've actually seen a couple Dregs players really surprised.
Yeah, so that's going to
about how
be.
busy and how easy it. Actually, they're enjoying the Shadow.
Yeah, it's almost fun. It's almost fun, and you guys can. Thankfully, we're here like defending that right for you to have fun every single week. So,
and a right to say it.
And a right to say that you want to have
whether
fun
you like it or dislike
every
it.
single
Yeah,
week. That's right. We
absolutely.
do fight for these things for you guys. And again, I'll just
I'm
mention that if any of you players want to come on and talk with us, that's an option. We'll let you in. We'll let you into the chat, and you can
Yeah,
chat
we
with
won't
us.
ban you because you have your own opinion.
If you have a different
Absolutely
opinion than us, you're welcome to say it.
Absolutely. We enjoy different opinions here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We won't silence you or
No.
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 invite you into something and
or
then kick
take
you
you
out after.
away.
a
Yeah,
bunch of
take
people.
things away. We won't do any of that. Not that I can prove that that's ever happened, but if I were to be able to prove it, I would say that it has happened, and that's not misinformation. All right.
No, it is not.
So so basically, what do you guys think of the shadow? This one's called Hawke. What do you guys think of it so far? Anything interesting?
And
It's
it
the-
moves faster than the last one. Go ahead.
It's the I'll say it's the liveliest shadow I've seen so far. And while I'm not a huge
Abso-freaking-lutely.
fan of dying on a harvesting character and losing half my shit, it's part of the game.
Oh fuck! I'm dying on my regular character. let
Well,
alone a harvesting character.
I'm doing that too, but
Fucking
I'm
hell.
on my harvesting character right now, trying to get materials so I can get better gear
I
so I
got
can be
all my
competitive.
equipment pushed in last night, boy. I can tell you that. I flew
Oh, yeah.
more crows last night than I think the entire. Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's a bit of a wake up call because last campaign, I know us particularly were thinking, wow, we're getting a lot better. We can actually go toe to toe now. Holy shit! Our gear's better, skills better. We're doing amazing.
Oh,
This
we have
happened.
improved. Don't get me wrong.
Well, we've improved, but I think this is a
Absolutely.
nice wake up call to show that we haven't improved nearly as much as we
We're
thought.
not ready yet. Okay.
We're not ready.
Well,
we,
I mean,
we
They
still
hit
got
us
some room to
hard
grow.
last night. They hit us hard last night. They really did hit us hard. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the
well, I mean-
hardest we've been hit yet.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what they're going to do. You're not going to sit there and see them come piecemeal. They're going to come in force because that's what you have to do.
well, and the fact that they're giving you whole extra character to do the drag stuff with, yeah, they have no excuse not to come in with their fully geared
Yeah.
characters.
Well,
It's gonna
I'm not
pressure.
as geared as they are.
No,
I'm not faulting them for that. I'm not
No.
saying it's a bad thing.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
saying it's a wonderful wake up call for us, in my personal opinion. And I love the fact that Shadows actually seems like it has an active population, and it's not just us, our group of 6 to 7, depending who's on, against their group of 4 to 5 who just want to sit there and build a keep so they can go harvest more easily.
yeah,
You know who you are.
yeah, they were actually trying to do some wartime diplomacy with us last night and make
We still
friends.
made them run their ass off last night
Yeah,
before we all logged out, of course. But
Oh, yeah,
they
we'll get 'em.
ran, and we did.
We'll get 'em.
Still fought them well. I'm not complaining.
we're just gonna have to keep working, but that's fine. I think that once the stigma of the shadow, once these guys play in there for a little while, and especially when we start kicking their ass a lot more, then they won't be so quick to poo-poo everything. But I think over time, word of mouth travels, and the Dregs guys are kind of a tight-knit community, and word will travel, and maybe not this shadow, but the next one, I bet you will see more of them.
And like I mean, some of their ass we've kicked, and then our ass has been kicked as well. It's been a nice back and forth. Like I mentioned earlier, I was at Sunken Temple. Mr. Most Mad, he tried to jump me, and kudos to him and whatnot. And I turned around and damn near killed him. He bamfed out and called no joy and left. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm about my way. And the curse shows up and absolutely, as Highlander puts it, pushed my shit in.
Yes.
Like it wasn't even a fight. It was just like, how long can I last?
Yeah.
The answer was not very long.
Yeah.
Not long at
yeah.
all.
Yeah. So it's interesting so far. It's only been a few days in, obviously. So Moon was still ahead last I looked, right? So let's see.
We are.
Okay.
You're looking right at it. You're on the screen.
I'm
You
getting
can
there.
see.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, that's fine,
Okay,
Dino. Let him.
Conquest.
Dino he can look
Oh.
if he wants.
Yeah, we're winning by a little bit. We're doing okay. We're not doing terrible. Okay, so cool. Well, and like I said, it's a 35-day campaign. We got lots of time, and we are very resilient. So, push it in while you got a chance, because you guys, when you guys get
We're
tired,
coming back.
we'll keep working.
Trust me on this.
Yeah, we're workhorses, boy. We'll get that. We'll get her handled. We'll get her taken care of. We
We'll get her
appreciate you
done.
guys, and we hope more of the Dregs guys will come. Even some Moon ones would be nice. Help
Those
us a
fights
little
make
bit.
Those fights make us better.
That's right. What doesn't? Well, okay. What kills you
I
makes
will-
you stronger. I gotta
I will
change
have
that
to
saying.
say, we did get Moon help
Did we?
last night.
What?
Yes, we did.
No.
Oh, one guy.
One guy.
We've had it though on other here recently. We've gotten more though. Honestly.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if
we
the
had
Moon
some
guys
new guys
can wake up.
yesterday or day before yesterday that came and helped us too.
A lot of the Moon guys are they're lazy.
Not
We
just
get it.
us.
That's fine. We're not. Nachos, did you have something you wanted to add?
No.
Oh,
Just saying
okay.
that fighting with those guys, I actually like having the Dregs guys in because we
Yeah.
learn.
We learn. We do. Well, yeah, it's just like any game. If you're not getting challenged, you're not learning nothing. And thankfully, they're coming in and helping us learn more.
Those are the biggest battles I'd ever been in.
Yeah. So that's cool. I'm down with that.
I don't think the previous Shadows prepared me for what we went through last night at all.
No.
Your shadows wouldn't have prepared you for anything.
Well, the shadows
no,
we were
not
pretty
like
much
that.
we were pretty much falling asleep because they weren't.
Yes.
They wouldn't engage us at any level. So
Yeah.
we were just like,
Whatever.
Our previous competitors, we made them go away.
yes. So anyway, so let's go in the Wayback Machine. Let's go back to the last shadow, which was what was that one called again? Marina.
Yep.
You guys remember Marina? Man, we shellacked those guys. What did we get? We got 671,463 points.
You
Whoa.
wrote it down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sure, he wrote it down.
Well,
That was
yeah, of
huge.
course. I mean,
Biggest
that's a big
score of
number.
Shadow score ever, I think.
Yeah, I couldn't remember that off the top of my head. I had to write that down. I don't remember another campaign where Moon has done that well. And I've been in a lot of Moon campaigns, by the way. So a lot of Shadow campaigns, really. And man, we were on point last time. So I'm hoping we'll just get to continue that going forward. Well, for many reasons, it'll piss the other factions off, and we'll still reign supreme, right?
Yeah.
Being at the top is lonely. The reward systems, though, I know the Dregs guys complain about that, but the reward systems for the Shadow are really lame now. I don't understand why they're nerfed so hard. I feel like they're really nerfed. Do you guys? I mean, I didn't even have enough to get
absolutely.
one Lego. I didn't even get enough conquest points to get one Lego random thing. And that was really annoying. I had to borrow 350 off of Nachos just so I could get one thing from the Shadow. And I was really disappointed by that.
Especially since Shadows is
I'm
basically.
disappointed in. Go ahead, Extremely.
I'll say, since Shadows has basically become Dregs in all but name, I feel like the reward should be comparable at least.
Yeah, we don't want that reward system that Dregs had, though, where the guild leader gets it all and doles it out. We don't like that. That system sucks. So they definitely, if they're working on Dregs in the background right now, because of all the point manipulation and the score thing and all that, then that's fine. But which is why I feel like that's probably why they put out these shorter Dregs, was so that they could manipulate the bigger one for later. Like they may bring it back at some point. But yeah, I'm hoping they work on that. That reward system sucks. I don't really like that they leave it up to one person or whatever to dole out rewards to people, because people are going to feel that they're not getting paid enough no matter what you do. Your value to yourself is always going to be higher than what it is to someone else, right? So
Correct.
So there's never going to be a consensus. So like I always say, like, well, let's just split everything evenly, and that way it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, if somebody's being a dickhead and they just signed in so they could get the rewards, then we shame them into oblivion. That's what a guild does, you know. But or we kick them out of the guild. One of the two. I mean, it just depends on how egregious it was. But we've never had to kick anybody out of the guild, really.
Nope.
I mean, we've had some. I mean, well, if they're bigger assholes than us, that's a stretch. But
that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, that we'd actually maybe make them the guild leader or something. But you're in charge. You're the biggest asshole.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, yeah, Shadows is basically Dregs in all but name. The only difference is one's guild is guild, one's faction versus faction. I believe the reward system should be comparable. You're just choosing, do you want to fight other guilds, you want to fight other factions. One should not be
spend another conquest coin. I won't spend another one because I can't get what I want. I refuse to do a random roll and waste all those coins for nothing. I'm not going to do it. They'll sit in my storage and rot for all I give a shit.
I hear that all the time.
Thing until I can buy what I want.
I'll take them, man.
End of it. I'm not giving them to nobody. They'll sit in my storage and rot before I do anything with them. Why am I going to go through all of that crap and just do a random roll? Wasted 6,000 the last time I did that, and got one freaking part that I needed for my vessel. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. They can kiss my ass. I'm not doing it.
All right. Well, there it is. There's the word. And I'm sure you're not alone, bro. I mean, I did it
I
just,
know. But
you know,
I'm pissed off
for
every time I think
funsies.
about it. It pisses me off.
well, think about the bunnies. Their bunnies are coming soon, and the eggs. You can get into that.
Yeah.
I love fucking with
Jesus
Highlander.
Christ. The hell.
I will be shocked if Highlander does that event. But anyway,
I mean, it's not harvesting or crafting or anything. It's literally just
Communism works best, really.
that
Really?
Mr. Most Mad, yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, as far as the shadows, the last one goes, we did really well, I thought, and I don't think that we got paid out quite enough for all the work we all did. We all did a lot of work in that campaign. So, and I think
a lot of
the
work in
entire
this one.
leaderboard was our guild, right? I mean,
Except
either
for
our
one.
guild or
Well, it depends.
an alt.
Somebody was up there for
Yeah.
the most respawns. Really? I mean,
most deaths.
that's
Yeah, I
the
love
most
those.
respawns. It's the same, basically.
No,
the
they
same
count
thing.
as two. They
No,
count as
the-
two separate.
I
I
know
don't
it
know
sounded,
what the
but it's
different.
kind of whatever. I guess.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
guess
sure
could
how
be
you get
killed
the
by-
respawn without the death, but
I
there
don't
is a
know.
way.
One may have been PvP, the one may be PvE.
I
That
don't
could
know.
be. Yeah, killed by something in the game other than a real person.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, that could be, but then they just say PVE deaths and player deaths.
Oh,
I
I'll
don't
say
know.
yeah, most deaths and then most disgraceful ends.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we did a great job. Good job, guys, and anybody else that was on Moon last time. We did good, and hopefully we get to continue that trend going forward. Depending on
See how this goes.
how resilient the other factions are this time. So yeah, and so now I didn't think of this before, but did I mention somebody called me Vladimir Putin because Moon took a keep the other night?
Wait, hold on. So you're saying that we have to watch our comments towards other people, but they can sit there and slander you by calling you the name of a
War criminal?
war criminal, a
Uh-huh.
globally accepted war criminal.
Yeah. Well, I did tell him to just go ahead
for
and
the genocide of many.
yeah. Well, I did tell him just to call me Vlad. I didn't want him to. I don't want him to have to struggle. So I gave him a shorter name to use. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's going on with the game these days, man. But
That's a bit of a double standard, though. I mean,
It
you're an
totally
affiliate,
is.
I've
and
already
someone is.
said it. That is the world complimentary thing. That is
Yeah.
the way it is
Oh,
everywhere now.
but hear me out. Hold on. He's an affiliate, and he's being slandered by being called a war criminal,
he's still going.
and nothing is happening.
Nothing happened.
Nothing.
Well, I didn't
Nothing
report it.
happened.
Well, I didn't report it. I didn't really feel like it had
Uh.
hurt my feelings enough to
Okay.
warrant a report.
That's the difference. It didn't offend you or hurt your feeling.
No, I just
okay.
told him to call me Blatty instead. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
isn't
right.
that the
You-
proper
you took
response
their
to that?
Power away.
So basically, you
Power away.
acted as an adult in a video game chat.
Totally did.
Yeah. Okay.
Banned for that.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm-
If I get in trouble for saying call me Vladdy, I'll let you know. You're not
No,
allowed to call yourself Vladdy. Okay.
I actually thought about taking and streaming this game because this is the only game I'm playing right now, but I'm not going to do it because the whole thing with Extreme has really got my blood boiled anyway, and I refuse to stream. I won't do it. I won't do it.
That's okay. I'll
And I'm a
still do
nobody
it.
anyway. Don't get me wrong. I have no intention, no inklings that anybody would ever watch me stream this game. But
Highlander.
I certainly wouldn't.
I would.
exactly, that's what I mean. I just
The competition
not
isn't
gonna do it.
exactly fierce, and with the amount of people streaming this right now, I think you'd do
Yeah.
just fine.
I'm pretty
Yeah, you-
sure.
I don't even care. I'm not going to do it. If I can't say and do what I want to do in my shit and say what I want to say, fuck them. I don't care. I'm not going to do it.
If you're streaming, you can say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, that's right.
Lord knows I will. You'll
Without
find out.
repercussions, evidently.
Well, sometimes you gotta, sometimes people like to try to use a cudgel, and they shouldn't do that.
Not on it. Sorry.
Returns are much better.
Not interested.
Mr. Most Bad, there are affiliates that still play this game? Yeah. Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One one's playing
there
right
are.
now, and the other ones are
See, I'm playing.
on a break, shall we say. They're on a break.
Now,
One
don't
of
get me in
them's-
trouble, Mr. Most Mad. I got in trouble for mentioning the fact that the affiliates weren't playing, so I got to be careful. So I got scolded. So
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
on a
wanna get
break.
scolded again.
None of the affiliates sat there and up and left the game during its most dire time when everything was at its lowest because the money wasn't there.
Because why not?
Yeah,
That's
no,
not what I
no,
did.
yeah, no, they didn't do that. They just decided that was the right time to go take a break and take all their viewers somewhere else so the game could use the exposure.
That's true. It's so true. But like I said, I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with anything. I just say it's all true.
Your words say one thing, your laughter says another.
Well, I still said it's true, even though I said I'm not agreeing and disagreeing. But in any event, yeah, we just talk here. This is just a talk show, guys. So.
Good fighting last night, by the way, Mr. Most Mad. That was a lot of fun. We had fun last night.
And
Great
thanks for
group
not
effort
asking us
there,
any
man.
dumbass questions during the raid. We appreciate that. We just
I don't know.
we
Somebody was
appreciate that.
asking us for NAPs last night.
Oh
One of
yeah,
them
why did
guys was wanted an NAP.
if they want a nap, all they gotta do is come over to me. I will put them to sleep after I shoot them in the face with my bow
We
and
will
arrow.
never do it here. Never.
Not here. This is in game. Okay.
Never. In game. Never.
Okay. Well, in any event, yeah, we're having some issues right now with the community, and that's fine. I mean, they were really abusing me last night too. They were telling me I wasn't elite because I don't craft my own gear. I said, "What the hell does that even mean?"
Most of the big guilds
They
have
told me-
like 1 or 2 designated crafters for that crap.
I don't
anyways.
know how. I don't know, but they were telling me you're not elite because you don't craft your own gear. You have to buy it. I'm like, well, yeah, of course I buy it.
What else would I spend
How
my
the
gold
hell? How would the crafters make money if I don't go buy their stuff? I don't understand. They wouldn't explain it to me though. But I was just like, why are they abusing me? And I said, what are you guys like 12? This is like stupid. And then they're like, you just keep buying your friends, which I'm assuming they mean because I got everybody castles in the guild. So I didn't buy
That's not why I came and played it.
That's right. I didn't buy their friendship.
less.
I bought their access to the game so they would come play it. They did not want to play
we were
this
friends
game.
long before
Yeah,
this
we've
game.
been friends for like a decade. So
I mean, actually, a decade and 2 years exactly.
yeah. So it's been a minute. But no, I just wanted them to come play and they wouldn't do it. So I kept trying to find ways to coax them in. And then eventually it just came down to castles.
Bribery.
Yeah, bribery, just straight up bribery. And don't even try to tell me the other guilds don't do that. There's guilds that literally pay people to play the game and craft for them and work their asses off in real money. We don't do that. But we, if it's just, especially it's decorations, I'm going to go for that. I'm all about the decos, So anyway, yeah. And I told some people about that drama sells, and and anger drives sales too. When people are angry with each other, they start buying stuff because they think especially if they think they can get an advantage out of it to come and kill you with, they buy stuff. So whether it's real money or in-game money, they're gonna, every person that we kill that's weaker than we are, they're gonna try to come up with a way to be able to kill us. So they're gonna want to go either make the gear themselves, which is not easy, or they're going to just go over to Errands or whoever and buy gear. And that's economy, man. That's what do they call that? Capitalism at its best, right?
Yeah.
Why
So-
did you get banned for saying that word before long?
Well, no, I mean, a game company that uses capitalism shouldn't really be offended. But you never know. I don't know how things are going. It's a little sensitive these days, so we're gonna let them be sensitive for now, and we'll kick their ass later. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Mad, for coming in today. We appreciate you as always, even if you're
Absolutely.
beating us up. We like it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we don't like it, but we're gonna find a way to kill you back. So just be prepared.
Don't let him fool you. He loves it. You give him a safe word and everything, and he's done.
Well, I do usually like to get the most deaths. I didn't get it last campaign, but the one before that, I certainly did.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Well, you better hurry
almost
up and
did it.
catch me. You're falling way behind.
I almost had 50. Well, I actually killed somebody this time, which is weird. I mean, like in the first, my first day in, which never happens.
I have already doubled my kills from that shot.
Wow, you're
I
doing
already have
good, bud.
5.
Yeah, you're at 5. Holy shit! I had 0
Yeah,
kills.
yeah. See, even he's surprised. Did you hear the? Wow, holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're at 5. I mean, I'm down to 0 kills, 2 deaths, and
I think
a
I matched that
ton of
death last
assists.
night.
You're going to be rivaling old Dino the Hun there, or not? I mean,
Oh no, my assists are 3 times my. I
Wow.
get tons of assists. Tons.
Actually, Highlander has more kills than Dino.
what?
It'll change. It'll change.
Oh yeah,
Don't
Dino's
worry.
going to lose it here
Genghis
eventually.
Dino.
Genghis
He'll be here before
Dino
long.
will be on the.
Yeah.
He will be on it. He can't like take second place in
It's
anything.
It's the first week of the shadows. He's working on crafting stuff. He's harvesting and
Did
we?
skinning.
Oh. You want to hear something really? You think he's working on crafting? He's not even in the top 5. Dino's only got 20.
What?
He
Dino's
will
only
be.
at 23.
Oh my God,
He's got a ways to go.
this is an outrage.
Yeah. By the way,
Well-
Kiri has the most kills, followed by Farnham.
Yeah. Oh, we killed Mr. Most Mad, I guess, last night. I tried to get him with Darth Stabby, man. I was like fucking, and he didn't die. I don't think I killed him, but I tried
Guys
really
had
hard
some
to kill him.
serious healers last night. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah,
You guys
there's-
were hard to, I couldn't scratch you hard.
Oh, and they tricked us too. They tricked us into. We thought there was only 2 of them at that outpost, and all of a sudden, bloop, a whole bunch of them popped out. We were like,
Yeah, but we
Oops.
did good. We fought back. We traded forts.
yeah, that was fun. They went and got
That
it
was
later.
great.
I think
We
but,
traded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
We
still
made 'em
2?
chase.
I
They
think.
chased us all over the map last night. That
Oh yeah, it was
awesome.
fun. Yeah, yeah. I was out there. I ran into what's his name? I can't remember now. I get him confused. There's Nomos, and then there's this other one. They were
Those
fighting.
Guys
last-
I'd never seen last night. I'd never even seen
Is
them
that
before.
Zeeth or
last
Zenith?
night.
or
No,
whatever
no,
it was?
no, no,
Jeans,
no.
I've
This is a
seen him.
littler guy. Nomos and what the fuck is his name? I can't remember. But anyway, there was a guy that was Earth last time that switched over to Moon, and when I got up to the other fort, he was there, and he was sitting on the floor. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, and then he started talking to me, and he asked me if I had any axes, and I was like, no, I'm sorry, whatever. And then when he got done, he goes, can I get in a group? And I said, I'm in a full group, I'm sorry. And then he said, okay, well, I'll catch you later. And I said, yep, welcome to Moon, by the way, you know. So, yeah, so he's, I wish I could remember his name. Oh, shoot.
Vitals helped us a lot last
Look
night.
at
That
whose
was the
skull
first
I
time
got
I'd
right
seen
there.
that guy.
Azerlin's
There was a guy named
skull.
Vitals with us.
That's a good skull. That skull's probably worth
That
money
is a
on the
great
black
skull.
market.
I wish you could turn that into an ashtray. That would be awesome.
I want to drink the blood of my enemies out of it. That's
Oh,
what
I would
wanna
say
do.
certain
Manasoma.
other things.
Manasoma.
Yeah, Manasoma.
Manasoma, that's the one that
Yep,
switched. Yeah.
Manasoma.
Yeah.
I want to be able to take all my skulls I have and then turn them into a throne.
Exactly.
That would be cool. Yeah,
I want
or
a throne of
display 'em.
skulls.
Yes.
Oh yeah, or like a trophy
Some way
case.
of
Yeah,
displaying them.
trophy case.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Mister, when you guys first attacked, I think you had 4 or 5. We may have had you out person by 1. But then when you consolidated your two groups, how many did you have? Because it looked like you had probably 9 of them. There was a lot of you fuckers.
There was a lot. That was
Well,
way
when
more
we
than we
left
had.
the fort to come out and meet him at an outpost, we didn't know that they had added a few more. We found out real quick that there was some
Yeah.
other people there.
Yeah.
And we, yeah.
We were a little shocked
Whoopsie.
at that one
Yeah.
outpost. Yeah, we were a little
Yes.
shocked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing
Even-
little analies won't fix.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We had to dump
Analese.
a little bit. Hell, I had to use a case of that
Even-
shit last night.
Even
Well,
Kirimara
great.
was shocked
Woo.
by that one. She's like,
Yes, she was.
I didn't see him. We should have
I
stayed at the
didn't have
fort.
no idea they had that many more out there. It's my fault, guys. I'm sorry. We should have stayed in the fort.
We were like, it's all good, man.
It's all good. It's virtual deaths.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they did a really good job, which is good. We're learning from you guys. Oh yeah, you guys were up there. We knew you had more than we did. That's all we knew. Oh yeah, the other half showed up. Yeah, when the other half showed up, we knew the jig was up, man. We knew we were going down.
Yeah.
They cut
Yeah.
through that fort, a level 10 fort. They cut through it in like 30 seconds, man. They were just, they didn't even bother with the guards. They just went right into the throne
Well, their
room, killed
healers
everything.
were doing a very good job
Yeah.
for them last night. They had 2, I believe, and
I was
they were
like,
doing
man.
very good work.
I haven't seen that kind of
Very
shit in
good.
a long time. That was great. That was fun.
They were a cat bulldozer for sure, coming right through that son of it. They would roll right over the top of us.
Oh yeah,
At least me, anyway.
yeah. Well, you're one of the front lines, so you're gonna get it. You know, I saw Mr. Most Mad in the back of the group, so I was like, he's got to be healing or something. So I just did my guinea thing on him, and he didn't
Well, I
die.
was having net pulling contests with one of them guys. I don't know, somebody else was on a Myrmidon. We were having net pulling contests each other the whole night. So
Yeah, and Mr. Most too. By the way, if you ever want to come on the show, I mean, we're probably gonna be done here pretty quick, but if you ever want to come on the show, just let me know, buddy. We'll let you in. We'll let you on. We'll let anybody talk here. Anybody's welcome here.
Yeah, we're always open to hear. Yeah, we're always open to hear different opinions. You know, no matter what they may be.
If you think we're stupid, you can tell us, and if we think you're stupid, we'll tell you too.
We won't
pull our punches, baby.
We won't ban you.
Yeah, we'll be adults about it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
We'll be adultish
not
about
just
it.
We're all 12-year-olds here.
Yeah, we are 12-year-olds, but
yeah, we're all 12-year-olds.
Internet adults. There you go. We'll be internet adults about it.
Boob sliders.
Boob sliders, absolutely.
Good.
Yes.
Well, we think everybody's stupid too, so we agree with you on that. But there's a lot of stupid shit going on, and we're calling it out. And yeah, nobody's enraged yet, so we're gonna get them enraged one way or another. We just have to be very careful of how we do it, apparently. So
I think if certain members of staff watch this, I think they're gonna get pretty enraged.
No, I don't think they don't.
You don't think so? After everything
they can't really. They can't. What are they going to do? They can't ban us for having an opinion. The only thing they're trying to get us on is a technicality. If I mention a specific person's name, that's that's why it's Voldemort now. So
okay.
Yeah, I don't think they can do that. We're not breaking the TOS by having a talk show.
Nope.
No, it was more of okay. All right.
Fuck that. If they start doing that, nobody will play this game anymore. Literally. But, yeah, I don't think they should do that. And I've said my piece about it to them. So, in any event, did you guys have anything else you wanted to talk about today? I'm at the bottom of my list.
Not me.
No?
Myself promote?
I think that was Esther Lance show. That wasn't an issue, was it?
That is incorrect, Mr. Most. That's not correct. We got in trouble for communications outside of their channels. So
yeah.
Yep.
It was communication outside. It was actually communication on this podcast.
And resolution was also handled.
And outside of
their channels, and still got in trouble.
Yeah, still had. Well, I got in trouble. But...
Well, I got scolded, but I got a hand slapping.
Yeah,
Please spend more money. Here, don't do that again.
Yeah, you got your hand slapped. I essentially got grounded.
No. The reason we got in trouble was because of the number of support tickets increased, as far as I can tell. So, in any event, guys, gals, before I go too far and get in more trouble, I'm gonna get out of here. So thanks to everybody that came out today. Don't forget the links below if you want to, play Crowfall. The drama is lovely here, so please come and play with us. And you can meet Mr. Most Mad and Nachos and Extreme and Highlander and Dino and let's see who else is online. Bunyan Toes, Jack D. There's all kinds of people playing right now.
Oh yeah.
Highlander, yeah, okay. I just saw your name. All right, so guys, thank you as always, and I will talk to you guys next week, I think. Unless we're completely bored out of our mind. No, because the bunny thing is going to start. Yeah, and the Dregs thing is going to start. So we'll talk about the Dregs some more because some of us are going to at least give it a go.
Yeah.
So
I know I'll give it a shot. I want to give that a try.
I'm not interested, but I'll go where the group wants to go if they need me. So
I mean,
we always need you, buddy. We always need you.
I'm gear dependent. I'm one of those gear dependent players.
Okay.
I am so gear dependent. And I still suck.
Oh boy. Okay.
So if I go into naked dregs,
get some from Mr. Most Mad. He spends like $235,000 a day or something.
That kind of money.
Well, maybe he'll just give you some. Tell him you need it to help your progression. He'll give it to you.
It's okay. I'll just stay where I'm at in the shadows, so I can at least maybe have a chance. All
right, man. Okay, guys. Thanks everybody for turning up. We'll talk to you guys next time. You're killing me, bro. Oh.
Like and or share.
I'll be right back.